Hey guys, how's it going? Shmoy, aka Baby Sham 33, coming at you once again, and I got a little bit of a different video. A few folks have asked me, and I mean, I've done a few arena grinds for featured 5 stars this year, and all the time after an arena grind, the question pops up like, hey, thinking about grinding out for a 5 star, what's your method and how best to go about doing a 5 star grind. And so I wanted to kind of do a video. I know the second round of Apocalypse grind is coming up. So just quickly to kind of go through the best methods for grinding out a hero and what you want to think about when grinding out a hero. So first thing you want to do is you want to rank up as many of your 5 and 6 stars as possible. If you have a 6 star that say, they're still at say rank 1, level 10 or something like that, you want to make sure that you go ahead and you get that hero um, all the way up to the, you know, their, what was it, level 25. So, if, make sure you have the ISO, you get that hero all the way up to the at least rank 1, level 25. I'm not going to tell you to rank anybody up to rank 2 as a 6 star unless you really like that champion, because resources are valuable. For your 5 stars, you want to have your heroes at least at a rank 2 level. My lowest 5 star is at a rank 2 level. If you have a hero at a rank 1, like I said, if you don't have the resources and they're rank 1, then you just max them out as a rank 1. But you basically want to get these heroes ranked up. It's going to bring you more scores and less of a chance for a death match. And that becomes important when you're kind of sorting out how you team up your heroes. For example, to avoid things like death matches, I do not use. Typically, my lowest pairing is a rank 3 with two rank 2 heroes for 5 stars. I might have one match where I have like 3 rank 2s, but they're normally synergies. So you have a bit of a higher PI, which will help avoid the death matches. Um, that also helps a lot. And at the same time, it is beneficial to run full suicides. It increases your PI a lot, and the matches will go a lot faster. Um, so those are the best. Those are the best things to do. So like I said, to save yourself time, make sure you rank up your heroes beforehand, and have a plan to kind of how you want to use your fights to make things always go faster. I always recommend doing synergy teams. So even when I'm doing an arena fight, um, just to kind of pop over to an arena, when I'm choosing my team out, a lot of times I'll just like, okay, I'm running through and I'm grabbing my synergies that I know off the top of my head. So bam, quick, I can kind of start the fight, because you basically want to be doing this as fast as possible, not kind of running around looking for, hey, where's this synergy and where's that synergy. So I can always just pop through, like, okay, I know that I want to do that. Bam, I've got my synergy team, and I can go on to the next fight, because trust me, the few seconds that you save here and there, they add up when you're doing an extensive grind. Uh, all right, now on to the next thing. What's your grind target? You have a hero like Apocalypse coming out, and you're like, okay, he's estimated. Folks are estimating that he's going to go from about 80 million, 85 million, or whatever. And you're like, okay, well, I want to be safe, so I want to do 30. I want to do 90 million. So over 3 day period, you have to do at least 30 million per day. With your roster, how much can you do in a day to make that happen? Your first round, I would say go through, um, my start out arena, I do the first 5 fights with my lowest rank. Folks do it differently. For the first um, 5 fights to get to the 3x multiplier, I use um, my lowest rank 4 heroes. They're easy fights. I just get to my 3 times multiplier. As soon as I do that, I am using my 6-star heroes. The reason why is one, your 6-star hero cooldown time is 12 hours. Not accounting for alliance members hitting, the help button to help get those heroes off cooldown faster. But the typical rank up time, the typical time for those heroes to come off of cooldown is 12 hours. When you're doing an arena grind, you do not want to miss any rounds using your 6-star heroes because they yield so many points. So therefore, one, I want to make sure that I get the max amount of points that I get out of those heroes. So I typically use them first. Some people will say, well, you know, you're going to have some difficult matches using your 6 stars. Yes, your PI is also a lot higher, especially running max suicides. And if you're a skilled fighter, and at the same time, depend on the 6 stars you have and the way you do your teams, you will normally get through those fights without giving up any deaths. Maybe you lose 1 or 2 matches. You don't lose your streak, but maybe you have like 1 or 2 matches that are difficult, and you lose out on the points. Yes, it sucks. You lost out on 128k points, but you got those 6 stars off of cooldown faster because you got them out of the way, and now you're not staying up, till a ridiculously late hours in the morning waiting for those 6 stars to come off of cooldown, just so that you don't just so that you don't miss out on those points, which is what you want to avoid. So, like I said, for myself, the first 5 fights to get my 3 times multiplier are used. I use my lowest rank 4 stars because they're not you're not getting many points anyway from those first 5 fights. Then I go straight to my 6 stars, using my highest rank 6 stars first, all the way down to my lowest 6 stars. With my roster, by time I get on the Thanos teams by um, by my 10th round, by ninth round, and honestly, those fights are they can be a little bit trickier because of the AI and not wanting to throw specials and things like that. So if you can just compensate for that, um, by using, if you have heroes that handle power game, power control well and stuff like that. But like I said, that'll be your pretty much hardest portion, but the fights will go pretty quickly. You shouldn't have much problems. After you get through your 6 stars, you want to get to your rank 5 stars, and or your highest rank 5 stars, and then work your way down. As I said, I've already gone through kind of how I match up my teams, um, and to kind of get through those fights a lot faster using synergies and so forth. And like I said, from my rank 5 stars, I go all the way down to my lowest ranked heroes. That's one based on how, when you're in arena, that's just how Kabam kind of sorts it out already. Um, just go in here. So you notice when you bring it up, they're already in the order from highest rank to lowest rank. One, so that makes it easier picking out your teams. Two, like honestly, you want your highest ranked heroes coming off of cooldown first, because at no point ever, like you get, it's late at night, you're waiting for these heroes to come off of cooldown, and God forbid you fall asleep. At least hope we've all fallen asleep playing before. At least you made sure that you got through using your highest rank heroes before you were like, okay, I just can't take it anymore and I need to fall asleep. Um, so That is what I found the best approach to be. Um, so with that said, like I said, how many points can you get through um, in a day? To start off with a grind, you want to just go through, like I said, one, get your streak established, get through your 6 stars, get through your 5 stars. How many points did you put up without boosting? Um, you have the opportunity to do your 6 stars when arena first starts. You will have the your opportunity to do your 6 stars once again by right around midnight. I guess depend on your time zone. And then, with your alliance's help, hitting that refresh button, you can probably get your 6 stars one more time before you hit um, that 12, that full 24-hour mark. Or it'll be like right on the cusp, as if your alliance keeps hitting the refresh button, generally you kind of sneak in to say maybe 3 6-star runs within a day. But generally, that's that first one, it'll be right at the 24-hour mark where your 6 stars are coming back off of cooldown. But within that time period, like I said, you can kind of get a good estimate of like, okay, well, like I said, just from your first round, get a good idea of how many points that you can put up in one run without using boost or refreshes. So you want to multiply that by around 3, and you'll have your idea of how many points you can put up in a day. So if you can go, if you look at that and you say, well, wow, I can put up without boosts or refreshes, I can put up 25 million points. But my grind target per day is going to be 30 million. It's like, all right, well, I know now I need to do some refreshing to make sure that I'm hitting my grind target. And then that comes down to our next point. How do I decide how am I going to do my refreshing? So, um, just to give you an idea, when it comes to using boost and refreshes, your 4 stars to refresh your 4 stars is 5 units. Um, and your max, of course, you only want to do this using your max 4 stars. And then at the same time, with the 4 stars, you will generally be able to get these 2x um, boost. And for your rank, your highest rank 4 stars, you will typically, using a 2x boost, you can get somewhere around 35 thousand points if you've got the 2x boost going on. So if you're looking at that and you're saying, okay, well, I've got this 2x boost, and I'm doing, you know I've gone ahead and I've used this across for 3 heroes. My you want to use um your highest PI heroes for this. So in a match, you're going to get 105k points roughly. Now, if you refresh those, you're talking about in your 15-minute timer, you're looking at 105 at 3 of those is going to be 315. I'm sorry, 105k points for each round, and you're refreshing those. So for 15 units, you can keep banking on getting those over a 15-minute period. Let's just say, let's give this a good thought. So, how many rounds? You could probably get throughout 10. You could easily probably get to about 10 matches, within a 15-minute period. So, if just using 10 as a baseline, um, that's one 1 million. You've gone ahead and you've gotten yeah, over 1 million points easily. So when it comes to like your best unit, like unit boost value, that's going to be pretty much it. You will, it does take time. Yeah. So, it will take more time, but there you go. You will have, 1,000,000 points. And at the same time, like I said, it's only 15 units. So you've gone ahead and spent 150 units for a million points, 1,050,000 points. Like I said, just to give it some perspective. Now, when it comes to your max, um, 5 stars, you will typically get, um, let's see, I should have 5 stars, 5 stars. Here we go. So you have this 1 and 1.5 boost. Um, Typically with a 1.5 boost, they also have the 1.3 boost. I'm not sure if I have any currently in my inventory. Um, I do not. Do I? No, I do not. But for a 1.5 boost, and you're typically getting about, with your max 5 stars, about 35,000 points. Um, no, it's a little bit more than that. Um, I would say with your rank 5, maybe about a little over 40K. And if you're using, actually a little bit more than that, it's right around 65, 68 poise, 1,000 points using your max rank 5 heroes. So using your max rank 5 heroes and say a 1.5 boost, you're going to be getting around 68, 65, 68,000. We'll just even use 65 just to be on the lower side. Refreshing your 5 stars is, of course, 10 units. Um, and let's just say you've got three maxed rank 5 heroes. You've got 195,000 points. You know, if all three are boosted with 1.5, 1.5 boost. Now, when you take a look at that, you're like, okay, 195,000 points, and let's just say over 10 fights, you've got 1.9 million points. And now for your unit cost, like I said, unfortunately, that's going to be refreshing. 3 of those is going to be full of 30 units, and if you're doing that 10 times, so you've spent 300 units. 300 units for, 1 point, let's just call it 2 million points. When it came to the 4 stars, you spent 150 units, and you have, just over a million points. So you're looking at this like, okay, well, if I doubled that up, then I've gone ahead and I spent, 300 units would get me that same, right around that same 2 million points. But like I said, I'm using this as a 10 fight baseline just to kind of give you a good example. Of course, using those, you know, it's how are the fights faster and how do they work out and so forth. Now, when it comes to your 6 stars, this is just kind of becoming a little bit more commonly seen. You have these 1.5 and 1.3 boost multipliers, and from the change in crystals. Now, using and you know what, based on the drop rates, honestly, I'll use the 1.3 because it's just a little bit more. Um, this is what's just showing up. If you have rank 3, I'm being very specific about here, rank 3 6 stars, and you're using these boosts, you're going to see somewhere between 100, you know, and depend on the hit that the matches that you're going up against. And I'm using these. You're always choosing the most difficult match because they, based on who you're fighting against, they have the higher PIs, and you're going to get the most amount of points. But at the same time, the matches may take a little bit longer. So it's like speed over points. Um, but yes, so 1.3, you're typically going to see somewhere about 110, 115 thousand points per match. If you're using rank 3 heroes. If you're using, say, a rank 2 6-star, you're going to see somewhere around 98, 99 thousand points. But, you know, we'll just assume you're going to, if you get lucky and you're using this on your rank 3 heroes, at 100 and let's just say 115,000 points at 3 heroes. If you're, like I said, if you've got that roster and say you've got 3 heroes, that's 345,000 points times, say, if you can get through 10 matches, that's 3.4 million, close to 3.5 million. Let's run it off to 3.5 million points. But at the same time, of course, ranking, you refreshing a 3-star, a 6-star is 20 units each, so that's a total of 60 units times 10 matches. You've gone and burned through 600 units. So like I said, you have to think about like how many units you have, and speed. Are you looking for time savement or unit savement? You can definitely get there. The same with the, I find the best value would definitely be using boost on my max rank 5s. But like I said, that's my opinion for if you you want to put a time in, and based on your roster, if you've got plenty of those 2 times 4-star boosts, definitely, you cannot go wrong with doing that with your max 4 stars. You'll definitely add up time, add up points, and they'll go, and the matches will go pretty quickly. Like I said, it's something that I've done in the past myself. But like I said, you know, but even for this 6-star example, like I said, because a lot of people don't have, three rank 3 6-stars. Let's just say, for example, and at the same time, I mean, those new boosts, the drop rates, it's just very difficult to, like, all right, well, you may not have a lot of those boosts, so, or they might not match the heroes that you do have. Let's just say that you have rank 2 6-stars, and for that, like I said, you're getting about, we'll even, we'll say about, from what I saw, it was right around 99,000 points with the boosts. Now you have that. At 3 matches, it's 297K times a total of 10 matches. You have 2.9 million, call it 3 million points for 600 units spent. Like I said, your best bet is your max 5 stars, which by this point, if you're doing this kind of arena, you have probably a number of max 5 stars, and you have better chances of matching up your boost with the heroes. But like I said, at the same time, if you do have a number of those max 4 stars and the two times boost, that is the other option to go. It'll take longer, but over time you're adding up to the same. You're pretty much adding up to the same amount of points. It's just a little bit more time, and of course, it's faster than just going through your matches one at a time without using any boost. If you need to make a points to get to the, whatever shortfall you have based on your grind target. So, like I said, if you can make 25 million points without using any boost in a 1 day period, and you then need to say, okay, well, I need to make up on 5 million points. If you use your 4 stars with those 2 times multiplier boosts, you're like, okay, well, you know, I know 150 units is going to yield me somewhere around 1 million points using my 4 stars. Hell, you've gone ahead and say, well, now you need to spend, 750 units to get you the extra 5 million points, and over a total of 3 days, you would have spent 2,250 units just to make sure that you get all the points that you need to make your 30 million target each day. You look at it, that's a lot cheaper than opening, featured Grandmaster crystals, which 10 cost you 3,000, 3,000 units. So just to kind of give it some perspective. All right, well, I hope this helps everyone as they go for their grind. A little bit longer than I wanted to, but like I said, I did want to be kind of detailed with the numbers and and to give you kind of as much information as I can about going through grinds, where the boost help you, and kind of like what does everything add up to. All right, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. If there's anything I could be more clear on, um, you know, um, definitely let me know. And as always, I appreciate you for watching. Thanks as always. Have a lovely day. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, and have a blessed day.